Hello and welcome back to the vlog. I told you guys that I would vlog the day that I decided to put together my hospital bag and get all the postpartum things ready. So I'm currently in the middle of making a list. I know there's a few things I still need to get postpartum or at least for the hospital, so toiletries, and then I just wanted to grab a pack or two of underwear that I didn't care about so that I had it. I'm gonna let the kids well, I don't know that Bennett is really old enough to pick out things, but I will at least grab the things that I know he likes or eats on a regular basis, and then I'll let Hendrix pick out a few special treats for them or something. That way, he has it when he goes to my sister's house. I know she has kids, she has food, she would make sure that they're taken care of, but I just want it to be a little bit less of a burden because I'm really afraid that Bennett's gonna be kind of a handful. He does really well. I've left him to go to doctor appointments or whatever, and he's done great. But with it being an overnight thing, that's where I get a little bit nervous. So I just want to keep it as easy as I can on her. I am gonna finish making my list. Bennett's down for a nap, so I'll probably go to the store when he wakes up. It's just so wild to think that I'm at this point. He could come literally any day. What is That one doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't, huh? It's a good thing we got those Hot Wheels when we did, because they are just about wiped.
Yeah. Where are these again?
I think it's just, it's the collection of Hot Wheels.
No.
I didn't know that they had Claire. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Gun and this.
It's the T-Rex. He's scary, huh? Oh, do you know what? That one's on clearance. It's still $30 though, dang it. I think I'm gonna grab some of these. Grab 2 of those. I might grab a lotion.
I got the Spider-Man toothbrush.
You do have a Spider-Man toothbrush, that's right. It's an awesome toothbrush, huh? Oh, do you want to see the car?
This is Spider-Man.
Hello, I am here for my 39-week appointment. I did not think I was gonna make it to this appointment. I thought for sure baby boy would be here by now, but he is not. I have not checked for any dilation because I was okay, well, if he's gonna come, he's gonna come, but he hasn't. So to where I'm now 39 weeks, I am gonna get myself checked for dilation this time. That way I know, okay, if I'm at a 3 or something, I know how much time I have to kind of get to the hospital. I know things can progress quickly, slowly, but I don't want to be not knowing that I'm dilated 3 or 4 or something, and then think I have enough time to get to the hospital and then not have enough time or something. That, and it would just be nice to know if my body's actually doing something, or if I feel like I'm going to end up having to be induced. I don't know why, I just have this really strong feeling, which would really suck because I really don't want to be, but I also don't want to go past 40 weeks. So if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. Here you go. Got some suckers. Just got out of my appointment and I gained a few pounds, which is good. I feel like it really fluctuates though. I don't know. He said I gained 3 pounds, but I'm is it really possible to gain 3 pounds in a week? Either way, he was super proud. He did check for dilation. I am a good 2, he said, and I'm 60% effaced. And he said baby is very low, and he is willing to set up an induction date. I wanted to talk to Kenny to see if there's a specific day that he would to set that. He's if you don't want to set the induction, we're also welcome to do one more appointment. It's just, more or less what you're more comfortable with. He's I don't foresee you going past 40 weeks. He's your cervix feels really ripe per se, and where you've already had 2 kids, he's I'm not worried about you going over your due date or anything of that sort. So that's good. I'm happy there's progress. I'm pretty sure this is about where I was at with Bennett. I was at a 2, and then well, I already had Bennett by this point, so I'm hoping only a few more days and, you know, maybe baby will come on his own. So we're gonna go to Target. There's a few things I want to grab. I need to get some like nursing bras, and then I figured we'd just kind of walk around, try to stay active, get this baby out. I can't believe I just had my last doctor's visit for this pregnancy.
Wow. I'm trying to make Vance the same height.
You're trying to get to his height?
Yeah.
Do you think this cup is a little much? It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it's sparkly.
I'm looking for nursing bras, but I see these, and these look kind of comfortable. They also have it in pink, though. That would be kind of cute, but they don't have a small. And they're only $10. Do you want to get down?
Yeah.
Okay, I can let you down. Can you get down too? It's fine. Ready?
Scare me.
Sorry. Think I found what I was looking for, though. Just a matter of, do they have my size? I think they do. Believe it or not, this is like my 5th attempt at trying to film this portion. I've tried obviously filming like shopping for my hospital bag. Hasn't really worked out. I've tried filming showing what's in my hospital bag. That hasn't worked out. The kids have just been really needy. Bennett's been really extra emotional, really clingy. Something I've talked about probably for the last couple months, but like obviously I'm going to cater to my other 2 kids before trying to film a video, but I am at that point in pregnancy where I'm like, okay, I need to get this done. That, and I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks. Time is just going by so quick that I don't even like realize how fast it's going by. But I did just pack my hospital bag. I got everything together. I feel like I'm very minimal when it comes to it, but I wanted to have it ready because I thought for sure like by this point I was going to be in labor. I will be 40 weeks on Wednesday. Today is Monday, so by this point I had both my boys. They were born in the 38-week range, so I thought for sure this baby was going to come by now, and he just is just nice and snug in there. I don't know, I guess I could quickly go through a few symptoms I've been having. So actually at 37 weeks I had my group B strep test. That came back positive. I'm really not too concerned. They just give you antibiotics through an IV when you are laboring. The only concern I guess I have with that is, you know, if I had gone into labor on my own, would I make it to the hospital in time? Because with Bennett, I, you know, labored and delivered so fast that all the antibiotics didn't get to him, so we had to stay an extra day just to monitor him. And I would like to maybe stick to like the 24-hour range of being in the hospital just for the sake of the boys. And then I also had like a bacterial infection, I'm assuming. I don't know, I had to take antibiotics for like a week. And got that all cleared up. I also had kind of like a period where food would make me really sick. It didn't matter how excited I was for the meal. I would be like, even just a few bites in, I could have a bite in my mouth and have to spit it out because I was like, I'm gonna throw up like right this second. Thankfully I haven't, but just the thought, I hate throwing up, so the thought of it, just no thank you. I feel like there was something else. Oh, I haven't really been able to have coffee. I have to have coffee like late afternoon, so like 3-4 o'clock. I cannot have it in the morning. It makes me super sick. So last Monday, if you guys recall, I've mentioned this also a few times, is that when I was pregnant with Bennett, I had one night where I was just randomly super sick, like throwing up, and had the worst upset stomach, and it just was so random. And then he was born a few days later. After some Googling, it's normal for your body to do that. It's just it kind of preparing for labor. Everything's starting to relax. Last Monday, I had that happen. So I thought for sure, I was like, okay, this is gonna be the week that I go into labor. Like, this is my labor sign. I think I was up till like 3, almost 4 in the morning, just feeling so sick. Like I was going from the bed to like the couch and like just doing anything I could to like get comfortable, because I just had like the worst like bubbly pain in my belly, and like it just was not fun. I mean, it was like an exact like replica of what happened with Bennett. So I thought for sure that was my labor sign. Labor is coming soon. Obviously not. I'm still here. I'm still pregnant. I think like over the next few days I was feeling like pretty normal. and I think it might have been Saturday night, maybe Sunday. I think it was Saturday night. I was up with a lot of like lower cramping, and so I thought, okay, maybe this is me going into labor, because like it would kind of go away and come back, and like, so it was more like that false labor. It's just so like crazy to me that like I've been having all these symptoms and like showing all these signs. Even at my doctor appointment, like I was 2 centimeters dilated, 60% effaced, and I think at like a -2, whatever that means. I know it has to do like where he is in my pelvis, you know, and he said he's super low. I can feel how low he is. I can really feel the pressure. Probably over the last couple of days, I can just feel like the heaviness or like just the pain from it, but it hasn't done anything. You know, you can be 2 centimeters dilated, you know, up until you go to be induced or whatever, but I think that's about what I was at my last doctor appointment, or like my 38-week appointment with Bennett, and you know, obviously I went to labor on my own. So I am really feeling that I'm going to be induced, and it's kind of sad. I don't know, I just really enjoyed going into labor on my own and knowing that I didn't have to have like the Pitocin, because I know that can make your contractions a lot worse. I know a natural labor is still totally doable with the Pitocin, but just because, like I said, I know it amplifies those contractions, I'm really scared, especially because I wanted to be able to like labor at home as long as I could. Obviously the universe has a different plan, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I think that's about all that I have, like pregnancy symptom wise. Just lots of false labor basically. So now I'm going to share with you what I'm packing for the hospital. I like to keep it very minimal. There's a few things that I changed from having, you know, my first versus my second, and so I'm implementing that into my third, and I'll definitely explain more on that. But I'm not bringing like sound machines or diffusers or a fan or anything of that sort. I just don't feel that is what I need. I feel if that is something that comforts you, by all means please bring it. For me, I'm just bringing like a carry-on size suitcase. It's nothing big. Kenny already packed his bag. I know for him, he's just using like a backpack, so I'm sure he just packed like comfortable clothes. Like I said, I'm hoping to only be there 24 hours. We'll see. I'll show you what I'm bringing for baby, because that's what's right on top. But I have a burp rag. I feel like I needed one when I was in the hospital with Bennett. I felt like I was using his blanket a lot, if I remember, but I could be remembering incorrectly, so I'm bringing it just in case. And then I have his going home outfit. It is absolutely nothing fancy special. It is just a little sleeper. This is from Carter's line Little Planet. It's just a little ribbed sleeper, so just super basic, neutral. And then I have his swaddle that I will be wrapping him in for pictures or whatever. Very minimal for him. I feel like with my first, I brought a couple different outfits. I was constantly changing him, and it was very impractical because every time they would go to like take him away to like check like vitals or whatever for him, they would take his clothes off and they wouldn't put him back on, and it would get so frustrating. And so I learned my lesson with that. I think with Bennett, he just wore stuff from the hospital, like just the hospital shirt. And with this baby, something I feel like I didn't really do, and I don't really know why, to be honest. I feel like I didn't really do a whole ton of like skin to skin, and I feel like, you know, if you've been following, you know, my journey over the last year, you know, a lot has happened and my fears with bonding with this baby. So I want to do a lot of skin to skin and just really immediately try to build that bond. I know I'm gonna love him, there's no doubt about that, but I just really want to soak in, you know, the skin to skin. This could be my last baby, I don't know. And so I want to embrace every moment, every second, just everything that I can. I plan to do a lot of skin to skin. There's no need to bring other outfits. I'm not doing any other sizes. Both my kids were in the 6-pound range. They're expecting this baby to be smaller. To where I've gone to 40 weeks, he might be about as big as his brothers. I don't know. But if that's the case, then I at least know that this will fit. But that's all I'm bringing for baby boy. Like I said, very minimal. I know the hospital provides things like diapers, binkies. What I'm bringing for myself is also very minimal. When I am laboring, I'm just gonna wear the hospital gown. I personally feel like it's a little silly for me to spend money on a hospital gown that's just gonna get stained and dirty. I would rather save that for the hospital, but if that is what you want to do, whether it be for pictures or just comfort, whatever you feel like, by all means, please, like, it is what is going to make you comfortable. But for me, I'm like, it's just going to get dirty, it's going to get stained. I'd rather leave that at the hospital, so I'll labor in that. The only thing I'll probably do is have like a bralette or something underneath. That way, you know, when they do put baby on my chest, I'm not completely exposed. So if I, you know, have those first moment pictures, it's not like crazy. But after I have him, I will be changing into just a bralette. If I need a new one, you know, maybe if the other one's like really gross or whatever. So I grabbed this at Target, which I'm sure you guys saw. And I actually want to go back and get more of these because they're so comfortable, and it was only $10. It is not a nursing bralette or anything, it's just a normal bralette. But I liked the pink, it'll match what I plan to come home in. So it just looks like that. It does have pads. I removed them. I had to wash it because the boys like trampled all over it in the cart, so it was all dirty. So I washed that, but the padding is removable. And then I do have 2 nursing ones. I don't think I'm going to need them. My milk doesn't come in for a few days. I think that's pretty normal for any woman, but I am packing them just in case, or, you know, in case this one gets like super dirty and gross, then I have something to change into. But I grabbed these ones. Both of these are by Auden. So this one's just a cream. It's got the crossover, so it's super easy to just like pull down. And I really do like these, especially for nighttime. And that came in a 2-pack, so it came with the cream and then like this mauve color. And then what I plan to do over that is to just wear a robe. This is the same robe that I had with Bennett. I didn't think it was necessary to go out and buy a whole new robe. I prefer black because things do get messy, and if you do happen to leak or whatever, then there's not a big old stain. With my firstborn, I wore like normal clothes right away. I mean, there were still like loose pants and a tank top, but I regret that. I really enjoyed just wearing a robe and a bralette and then the mesh underwear and stuff with my second. And it also made it really easy when they needed to come like push on my stomach and stuff. Very uncomfortable, but after you have the baby, they check your bleeding, and so they're constantly pushing and like massaging your stomach and stuff. So this is I would say the way to go. Just a plain black robe. It's got some lace on the sleeves. This is also from Target. I'm pretty sure they still have it. I'm sure they even have like patterns and colors and stuff if you wanted to do something fun. So that is what I plan to wear after having him. I also have some socks that I picked up at Target. These just have little grapefruits. They don't have the grips on the bottom. I kind of wish that they did, but I know your feet can get cold in the hospital, so I just picked these up. Came in a 2-pack also, so I got those. As for going home, I haven't decided which one I want to wear, so I'm bringing both. But I also wore the same thing home with Bennett. It was just a pajama set. It was comfortable, especially because it's like when I go home, I'm just gonna lay in bed anyway. I'm gonna be sore and just want to snuggle my baby. So I'm keeping it comfortable. It doesn't have to be cute. So I just have a short sleeve little pajama set from Target. This is the Stars Above brand. It came with these shorts. And then I have the same thing in a leopard print, which is like way out there for me. I don't ever buy a leopard print, but I wanted to do something different just in case if I wanted to. I think the one I wore home with Bennett was just plain black. So again, with the shorts. So any of these, I mean, not that anybody's gonna see, but any of these will match that, obviously. So I really like these. They're very light, especially because, you know, we're at the very end of June. It is very, very hot. The last thing that I'm bringing as far as like accessories or clothes would be some kind of like shower shoe. If I decide to shower at the hospital, or even just walk around for that matter. I am bringing my own blanket. I know how scratchy and like cold it can get because the blankets are just so thin, even though it is the end of June. So I'm just bringing a blanket that I almost don't really care about in a sense. This one is falling apart at the seams, and so it's just like if it gets ruined or whatever, I'm not going to be too upset. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go buy like a cheap, like nice blanket from Walmart or something, but I'm just like, no, that'd be so silly. Like, I would rather use one that is still comfortable, still warm, but if it gets like ruined or whatever or lost, then I don't have to like be super sad. As far as toiletries go, I know that they provide a Perry bottle, but this was an ultimate game changer. I know I'm likely going to tear. I had an episiotomy with my first, I tore with my second in the exact spot that my episiotomy was. I don't know if it was the full extent. I feel like the healing process was far less painful than when I had the episiotomy, so I don't know if it was to like the same degree. Stitches or not, you're really gonna want to like get down in there to keep things clean. Like the normal hospital one, it does not have this like angle. It doesn't even have this. It's literally like, it's basically just a squirt bottle, so there's really like no way to really like get in there. So I highly suggest that you purchase this. I like that it also comes in like a little carrying case, so it's really easy to store. As far as toiletries go, I'm just bringing this bag that I think I got for free at Ulta with a purchase. So yeah, still has the tags on it, but I'm bringing just very minimal stuff. I have my moisturizer, I have my deodorant, which now that I'm realizing I'm bringing this, I probably didn't need to buy a travel size lotion, but I did. I have 2 toothbrushes. They both come with toothpaste, toothbrush, one for me, one for Kenny. I just need to throw his in his bag. And then I have body wash if I decide to shower. I don't plan to wash my hair or anything, so but if I do at least want to wash my body, I am going to bring this. I will say that I enjoy feeling clean after delivering, obviously, just because everything, at least for me, I feel like this would probably be the case for a lot of women, everything is just so swollen and yucky feeling down there that I just hate the feeling of the swollenness. And I feel like the only way to not really feel that is when I have, you know, my mesh underwear and my tucks and my ice pack and all the things to just like hold it all together. So I don't really enjoy the feeling of being in the shower just because I don't like feeling how swollen things are. Do I enjoy feeling clean? Absolutely. And smelling good? Absolutely. I probably don't need this to where I am bringing this, but I bought it anyway, not thinking, but it's just a Jergens little lotion. I know things get really dry, whether it be my hands, my lips, whatever. I'm sure the hospital will provide this, especially with COVID still technically being a thing. I know with Bennett they had a couple bottles there ready, but just in case, I have my own little Germex. I don't anticipate to have any visitors, but you know, I'll have them wash their hands and then sanitize after. Sorry, I'm kind of just like randomly pulling things out, but I have things like bobby pins, a little comb, my face wash, a hair clip in case I want to, you know, tie my hair up. I also have a few of these guys. I also have a little makeup bag. Very minimal. I don't wear foundation or anything anymore. I haven't worn that in probably well over a year, but I am bringing this just for the mirror aspect. I don't need the actual palette. I have a Burt's Bees chapstick. I love their chapstick. That one's the peppermint. I thought that'd be good in case if I do feel nauseous. I know peppermint can kind of help with that. And then I also have some makeup remover wipes because I know I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna be sweaty. So if I need to like clean up my mascara, or you know, maybe I'm not feeling well enough to fully wash my face, I at least have something. Mascara, concealer, stuff to do my eyebrows, and then just a little makeup brush in case if I need to like dust anything off, because sometimes when I do my eyebrows the powder kind of like goes under my eyes, so I just like dust it off. So I mean, I just packed my essentials. I feel like that's really all you need. You don't need to pack like you're going on vacation. This is what I'm bringing. I don't plan to bring anything else. Oh, besides my big DSLR camera, that way I can take newborn pictures. So I'll have to make sure I have like my chargers, SD cards, batteries, make sure everything's good to go for that. Now I'm gonna put this all back in and get like my postpartum stuff together. I thought I would show you guys kind of like my postpartum setup. I will have this by the toilet. We have a shelf, like shelving, I guess. So this will be right there. But I have my mesh underwear, my little postpartum pads by Honey Pot. I'm really curious how these are gonna be. A lot of people have said good things about them, so I guess we'll see. So I have one set of those, and then I'll see how my bleeding is, and then if it's, you know, died down quite a bit, then I'll probably do these during the day, maybe that during the night or something. These just to clean around my lady bits, not on it, not, you know, anywhere within something that could get like infected or something, but more or less like the thigh area. My tucks, because those are a must. I also have these little ice pads, and then I just have my underwear for when I'm ready for that. But I figured I'd need this stuff first. I'll also have my peri bottle in there, but I have that in my hospital bag. So I have that all good and ready to go. I think the only thing that I have left really is just to pack like the boys' stuff. I already have all their snacks ready to go, so I just have things like their favorite chips, granola bars, fruit snacks, just any of their favorite comfort foods, basically. So I'm gonna work on getting their clothes packed, and I think that really should be it, and then we will be ready for the baby. Thank you.